In example 5, we need to write the cosine or sine equation for the graph below. So just like the previous example, I like to start with where this graph begins. And it doesn't begin at 0, 0. It begins down 2. So right away I'm thinking probably a cosine is going to be an easier one to write. Turns out either one of these you could write, but we haven't done phase shifts yet, and so if you know about that, good for you. I'll definitely accept that as an answer, but if you don't, it's no worries. Just take a look at where the graph starts. If it doesn't start at 0, 0, it's probably going to be a cosine. So let's write that down. And then I'm also noting that instead of starting at up 2, I'm starting at down 2. My midline is right here at 0, so I can actually fill this value in right now. From the midline to the top of a hill, that's going to be 2 units, or from the midline down to the bottom of a valley, or the minimum value, that's also 2. We said it's going to be a cosine, and then all we need to do here is figure out what the value of k is going to be. This graph looks like it repeats every 4 pi. We can see that the y values then will now repeat after 4 pi. So the period is equal to 2 pi over k. If we multiply by k on each side, and then divide by 4 pi, we'll find k. And k in this case is going to be 1/2. You're fine to write it like this. However, lots of times you're going to see it written just a little bit differently. You're going to see this theta or x being multiplied by the 1 here on the top, and you're going to want to try to combine those two values into theta over 2. Kind of a nice cleaned up version of this graph.